What's up, Yoyo Squad? Welcome back to another Bone Beach Warships video. As you can see, guys, I got to the point where I actually wanted to be. I made it to Legendary 2 rank with 30 stars, so that means I'm gonna have gold start with this account next season. To be honest, it wasn't that easy, but the base that I currently running got me there, so if you guys want, feel free to copy it. I pretty much have every single defense unlocked and everything else. I'm currently globally number 34, so I'm pretty happy with that. Here is my profile. I have a little bit over 1200 battles this season, so and probably across my accounts I have over 2000. But this is my log. I have 2 losses over there, so I'm gonna be showing you all the replays. Let's put them on times 2. I'm gonna put the opponents on times 4, but I want to show you every single replay from today. I parked a little bit earlier today, I think like I don't know, couple hours. I can check when was my last battle, but either way, it was really grindy, to be honest. And here's my aggressive Hail Mary, shocking everything, trying to keep everything pinned down. Flotsam is actually the biggest threat for my bombardiers, so that's why I'm keeping him shocked. First, I'm gonna show you my attacks, and then I'm gonna show you the opponent replays. This guy had pretty much similar base to mine, except he does have the damage amplifier instead of the second sky shield, so we both had pretty slow times, and he had the laser beam instead of floating cannon. And the reason why I was actually this low is this engine room over here. I needed some shocks on this boom cannon over here, and he ended up killing all of my bombardiers down there, so that slowed me so much, so I had to pretty much rely myself on those critters and everything, and I couldn't do the Hail Marys up on top because I didn't have that much shocks left over here. And as you can see, I'm losing the bombardiers like crazy, and just dropping a couple of artilleries down there to finish off that ER. I got a little bit lucky on that one. This guy, he was a secret player, he fizzled, he left 2. Pretty decent time to around 220 left on my clock. It's pretty much maxed out base, so it's not that easy to... And watch this. That boom cannon killed my Kavan, and I didn't have too much meat shield left actually, and I had to spend couple shocks on this grappler over there because he was grabbing my meat shield, and that's something I don't want to happen. So from here, as soon as I seen that I cleared most of his junk, I just started flaring, started doing some shocks and everything else, and I had only a couple bombardiers live through all that. So this one, 250, 250, both of those guys ran seekers and they cleaned my clock, but there's always some crazy secret player that will pull those attacks. So but the base that I'm currently running is actually stopping, well, looking from my log, I would say 80%, 70% of seeker players, so I'm pretty happy with that. And over here, the reason why I'm barraging down this engine room is because of the Hail Marys. As you can see over here, I'm gonna start doing the Hail Marys way there, and I needed this this engine room over here to be a little bit damaged actually, because I knew I wouldn't have too many bombardiers surviving all that, and it took them a lot longer to kill it. Next one, 207 versus 203, again pretty slow times on both of our ends, but we had pretty much almost exactly the same base, but again he's got the laser beam and the damage amplifier instead of sky shield. I know that some guys are actually flaring the right hand side and smoke their troops up there for better times, but to be honest, all the guys that went on the right hand side versus my base, they all fizzled. So, or either they had really terrible times. So I'm just waiting for that laser to drop, and this is where my flares here start. Crazy Hail Marys. Not too many bombardiers left, to be honest. I have like, what, 4 bombardiers over there, so I got a little bit lucky on that one. Okay, next one. This one. This guy ran Seekers and he fizzled. I was really fast versus this base. I had like 235 left on my clock or something like that. Extra GB does help a lot, to be honest. I'm able to barrage down both of the sky shields and drop some critters for the distraction, for clearing the mines, and also fire up a couple second winds to bring back those riflemen for the meat shield. And over here I'm just waiting for some of these things to drop, and here comes the final Hail Marys. Again, shocking the flotsam, because that flotty is the biggest threat to my bombardiers, not as much as the single targets. Okay, and this was my last fight versus Aespa. He actually ended up fizzling. I got exactly 4 stars from him, and that's all I needed to make it to Legendary 2 with 30 stars, so GG to you, buddy. Again, barraging the top sky shields over there. I did miss one of my either barrage or the artillery, so that sky shield didn't drop right on time. So I had to use one more artillery for it, and this is where the flaring starts. Sometimes I flare this engine room first, and sometimes I'm getting from the top. It all depends on which one is more guarded. So you have to, I guess, decide on the run. Okay, so those were my attacks. Now let's show you the opponent replays. I'm gonna put those on 4 times. Seeker guy, he ended up fizzling. I think bullet actually clipped one of the shock mines, so he couldn't taunt. Yeah, and bullet got pulled over right there. Okay, there goes that guy. Let's move on to the next one. 201, I'm gonna show you just the Seeker fizzles. I don't want to keep this video way too long. This guy is actually dropping 2 boats of Seekers on the right hand side for that engine room, but again, bullet ended up clipping a couple of the shock mines on the way there, and he just got toasted over there. I did move, as you can see on this replay, I did move my flotsam a little bit over here. Okay, those guys were actually really fast. I did lose 10 stars versus these guys because we were pretty much at the same rank and same everything, but look at this crazy attack. He's running 2 boats of heavy choppers, and even his bullet is actually being stuck out there, and he missed all those shock mines and everything, but still had a whole bunch of Seekers still surviving this attack. This guy, another 250. But this guy is running 3 boats of heavy choppers. And again 2 boats of seekers on the right hand side. Those seekers on the right hand side do help a whole lot. I'm not quite sure why this flotsam is not killing all of his seekers, but over here he actually got a little bit lucky. Seekers did die, but he had 1 artillery saved up, so he ordered down the last remaining ER. This guy, another seagull player, 3 boats of heavy choppers, but this guy is using 1 boat of seekers on the right hand side. But he ended up fizzling. As you can see, this flotsam is killing pretty much all of his troops, and only bullet remaining won't do anything. Okay, and this guy, let's go 4 times, seekers again. So as I was saying, this base actually helped me get there, and it got me to where I wanted to be. Bullet ended up clipping a whole bunch of shock mines actually over there, and there is the retreat. Okay, next guy. I showed this one. Well, there's actually a whole bunch of seekers attacking my base, and a whole bunch of them fizzling, so only 2 of them managed to go through, so I'm pretty happy with that. So if you guys are still pushing, maybe this is gonna be a good base for all of you. He left all of his seekers up there unprotected, so he couldn't do much. He tried to flare the bottom engine room, but that didn't work. And Aespa, again, a guy leaving 1 engine room. Let's go 4 times, 3 boats of heavy choppers barraging down the sky shield and clearing some of the shock mines. Okay, but to be honest, I didn't even check on how did he fizzle. He did manage to take down. What? Wow. Okay. I'm not quite sure why he actually retreated there. He probably could have beaten me. But either way, that's gonna wrap up the video for today, guys. That's gonna wrap up the season also. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Yo-yo out. Peace.